folks, what's going on? How y'all doing? Hey Ferd, Zachary, Ernie, I'm way too tired to type. Someone do it. Pip, Hoy, Babyface, hi Chappie. Hi Babyface. Get a cat, Ernie, to walk over the queue. I was like, what's going on sorry, I'm downloading a new game called Warframe. I'm going at 80, 90 megabytes a second. Or is that megabits? That's megabits. That's stupid. Go to sleep, Ernie. Well, I'm a little disappointed in myself. I ordered my sleep drink and I had it delivered to my cousin's address because, well, I did it when I was tired, apparently. But that's alright. Well, Ferd has a reason to be tired. She's in another country. Some Burt's Bees on your lips. Put it on your eyelids, wake you right up. Here, let me put a little bit on you. Just come here, put your lips to the screen. Just like that. Just. I'm under your bed. Just got out of the shower. That's kind of awesome. I found your gummy bear. Where'd you find my gummy bear? I found your gummy bear. It was hiding in one of my bags. That's what it took to the academy with me today to draw. He does like to travel. He's a wily booger. He's a good guy. His name's Steve. Be nice to him. You have no idea how Gummy Bear got in there. What color is he? Red? You ate it anyway. Oh, you ate Steve. Poor Steve. Poor Steve. You Gummy Bear murderer. I would have some right now. But it's in the thing and I don't. It was white. Oh, that was Jacob. Yeah, no, he was a total douchebag. You didn't get $5 from him, did you? Because he owed me money. Yeah. So let's see if we can find the deep web. Let's go to Strange and Unexplained. He was tasty. I bet he was. Hey, Beastrew. Oh. I was listening to some Sublime before I came here. Make sure I turn off my Bluetooth. Oh, Tom's doing his...
A moon landing in a movie studio. This group believes the United States needed to cement its world leadership during the Cold War by pretending to pull off what really was a technologically impossible stunt at that time. So, like one thing that I have that does something. Hey, Chappie. How's it going? Chappie, I'll go to your stream after this. I'm probably going to be live for a little while
Can you guys hear Tom?
I forget the NASA scientist's name, but there was a current NASA scientist, and they asked him point blank, why haven't we been to the moon since I think it was Apollo 17 was the last mission, Apollo 16 or Apollo 17, and he said, like, and I'm paraphrasing, but in the interview he says, well, we used to have the technology, but now we don't anymore. What? So you had the technology in the 60s and 70s, and then you don't have it now. So if this group is, like, once again, that led back to, like, all of these other theories, if this group really believed, like, A, money, and B, the group was trying to cement the United States in its world leadership during the Cold War by pulling off a stunt that was technologically impossible, then it's like mission accomplished. We also have to consider that the moon landing being broadcast at that time.
Alright, I gotta...
They didn't have VHS, they didn't have DVD, they didn't have YouTube. So all they, at that time...
Anyways. Headache. I won't stay that long today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ferg. Well... I've got one. It's called the Harvard Wormhole Experiment. It's 15 minutes, so it means 30 minutes. But if y'all are willing to stick with me, I'll read it. Alright, I can't listen to Tom right now. But I started packing my stuff for the trip to Austria starting on Wednesday. I'm playing Skyrim Special Edition. That's how it starts, Beast Drew. Then you're going to get Skyrim VR. And then you're going to get Blades. And then you're going to get... It's a never-ending... I bought Skyrim at least 3 times. At least 3 times. I am not joking. 4. I think I have it on my computer. No, I don't. I don't have it on my computer. I only have Fallout. Yeah, I have Skyrim Special Edition, and Skyrim VR. I have 3 versions of it. So anyways, we're going to start this story. Alright, let's see. I got a lot of Elder Scrolls. Yeah. It's the only reason I bought an Xbox back in the day. Here's a story. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to see if I'm any good at reading. If not, we'll just go to video games, because whatever. I can't stream for that long, but we'll see. They gave me $1 million to keep my trap shut, and I did for 15 years. But last night I was making the rounds and I saw the professor again. I had a heart attack 3 years back, and I tell you, when I saw him standing there in front of room 204, I felt another one coming on. He turned and smiled, and it was like he hadn't aged a day in 15 years. "Hey there, Chief," he said. And that was it. I dropped my clipboard on the ground and hightailed it out of there, never looking back. Hey, Cougar. Reading a story, God. What I'm about to tell you is liable to make me sound crazier than a 3-horned goat. Why would that be? I'm just messing with you, Cougar. But I promise you, there are crazier things out there. The cops don't believe me. The official story is that the professor and those students... I'm so worked up over this. The story, not, never mind. Hey, Angela. The official story is that the professor and those students died 15 years ago. Room 204 just up and exploded, they said. Damnedest thing. And there's some truth there. That room did explode, but it wasn't an accident. We knew exactly what we were doing, or we thought we did. They call me an assistant supervisor of maintenance, but really, I'm a janitor and always have been. You might wonder why I'm still at it after that $1 million. That dough is for Junior, so he doesn't have to go through the same crap I did. The night this happened, I was assigned to the Astrophysics Center, a bit northwest from the main Harvard campus. Until that night, this was always my favorite beat. I mean, God help you if you rounded up in one of those biology labs. Those GD dead, cut open animals all over the place used to give me nightmares. And really, thinking back, I'd take those nightmares of mutilated and scattered organs any night over the stuff that haunted me ever since. Anyways, I was there mopping the hallway on the second floor of the lab building when the door to room 204 opened up and this guy popped his head out. "Hey, you." I looked around to make sure he was talking to me. "Yes, can I help you, sir?" I thought he was going to bitch about the rooms being a mess or something. "How'd you like to make $1,000, Chief? An hour's worth of work at most. Easy money. Does that sound good to you?" It sure did. Things were tight at home, as they always been. 1,000 would knock off some of those long overdue bills. But I was also tight on schedule, and they didn't give me much breathing room. "I don't want you standing around thinking about all, I guess." "That sounds great, sir," I said. "But I gotta stick to my beat." The man laughed. "You're about to make history, Chief," he said. "And you worried about emptying the bathroom trash? Come on, don't sweat it. You won't get in trouble, I promise. I'm a professor here. I'll vouch for you." The guy did look like a professor, with carefully combed gray hair and big old glasses on his face. I shrugged, leaned my mop against the wall, and said, "Sure, what do I have to do?" "That's fantastic. Come on in." "Chief, come on in." I followed him into the room. One look, I should have turned around, then and there, and told him to keep his damn money, but I didn't. As soon as I stepped in, I felt the little hairs all over my body stand up. I don't mean I was scared. I mean like there was an electrical charge in the room, and I had a guess about where it was coming from. There in the center of the room, on a round table, was a large glass globe, crackling with electricity, like what you see in those kids' science museums, like they somehow created a lightning storm in a glass ball. It's just sort of vibrating around on its stand and buzzing. And the lighting inside was black. I could feel the electricity coming from it, from across the room. There were 4 kids there, students I guess, sitting in a row of chairs along one wall. More than sitting, they were strapped into those chairs with metal things on their heads, like those big bowl things you see in the hair salons. They all had their eyes closed. "How you doing, Prevolution?" "I'm reading." "I saw your comment. I acknowledged it. How's your day going, bud?" "What's good? Talk to me." "That's awesome. Your day's going awesome." "How's your day going awesome, bud?" "Oh, it's going alright. Just doing my stream, reading a story. Been out in the field all day. Kinda tired. That's pretty much it." "Hey, Mads." Nah, you're fine, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is going well with your stream, man. Let me get back to it. I said, what's going on here? Those kids okay? They're quite fine, said the professor. As to what's going on, as I said, we're about to make history. We're going to open the first wormhole. A wormhole? I said. Like in the movies? The professor laughed. I suppose so, Chief, he said. Now listen. We had a last-minute cancellation, but it's okay because it's an easy job. We're going to be kicking things off here shortly. And once they are properly kicked off, the wormhole will open, I will enter. If I'm not back in 30 minutes, you're to pull that lever there and close the wormhole. I looked to where he was pointing. There was a big red lever attached to a giant whirring machine that was hooked up to metal bowls all over the students' heads. But, won't you be trapped on the other side of the wormhole, I asked? Not that I had the slightest idea about what the hell was going on. Just so, Chief, said the professor. We got this down to two possibilities. One, the wormhole opens up to what we're calling the second universe. The best way I can explain that is possibly that there's a different reality that exists on the other side of this one. The other side of the invisible wall. The wormhole will provide a door into that wall. And the other possibility? That the wormhole will open to a place that man has not meant to go. 30 minutes will go. Give me enough time to get in and out. If the first possibility is true. And if the second, then you'll close the hole with that lever, and my students will destroy my work. This is all way above my pay grade. My head was spinning. Why only two possibilities? How the hell did they come up with these two? And if that's real, why the hell would the professor take a coin toss chance of getting stuck in a place that man is not meant to go? I mean, those were just the starter questions among the swarm buzzing around my head. I see that you have some reservations, said the professor. I assure you that your only job is to pull the lever after 30 minutes. That's it, Chief. We'll take care of the rest. Anything that happens isn't on you. The documentation is quite in order. He tapped on the folder that was sitting on the circular table. And here, I'll write you a check now before we proceed. As he wrote the check, I wondered if it would still be valid if he got swallowed up by the wormhole. I actually had a thought. It sounds as crazy. I actually had that thought, as it sounds crazy. It was still all so weird and abstract to me at that point. Here, he said, handing over the check. Let's do it, Chief. And as soon as I enter that hole, give me exactly 30 minutes on the dot. That's all you have to do. I took the check, mumbled a thanks, and watched as he walked over to the machine. He pulled the lever. There was a loud crackling sound, and I watched in unease as one by one the students' eyes shot open. There were no pupils there, like their eyes rolled back in their sockets. Hey now, I said, taking a step towards the machine. They're quite fine, said the professor, I assure you. Their jaws started to move like they were grinding their teeth. The professor took a jar of neon blue liquid from the shelf on the wall. He unscrewed the lid and poured the stuff over the electric globe on the round table. The thing started going crazy, and then the globe shattered completely. Bits of glass flying through the air as shoots of black lightning zapped out of the room. I ducked down. I had enough by then, and I was ready to get the hell out of there. Then it happened. An effing black hole appeared in the middle of the room, sucking in bolts of electricity. It grew larger and larger until it took up half the room. All I could hear was a rushing sound, like the world's largest vacuum cleaner running at full throttle. Remember, Chief, shouted the professor, with a wild look in his face. 30 minutes exactly. Then he stepped into the thing and was gone. At first my mind was a mess, staring at that whooshing black hole that seemed hungry to suck everything in. I looked at the kids hooked up to the machines. Their eyes rolled back. White holes. I guess they looked like their jaws grinding away like crazy. It was too much to make sense of. I looked down at my watch. 15 minutes and 31 seconds had gone by since the professor got swallowed up by the black hole, or the wormhole. My heart was pounding and kept pacing back and forth, trying to work out what the hell was going on. Then I started to zero in on it. I was getting pranked. Not a prank like we used to do as kids, putting dog crap on someone's front steps and all that idiocy. I mean a prank that, like the sophisticated college folk would do, where they tell you something is going on where the point is just to observe your reaction. A psychological experiment. Probably cameras are in here watching me right now. See what I do. 12 minutes to go. Saw a trickle of blood come down from one of the kids' noses. I leaned down to look at him closely. He was shaking a little bit, all over. If I throw that lever, this will all probably stop. Maybe that was the best. I had to decide between trapping the professor in the black hole and saving the kids hooked up to the machines. None of it was real, of course. They didn't know that I knew that. But then, screaming in the back of my mind was that voice. What if it's real? 10 minutes to go. The professor had promised me that the kids were all right. Another one started bleeding from the nose. If it wasn't real, what the heck was a heck of a trick? Where did the professor go? Not through that black hole. I thought about touching it, but whenever I got close, I was filled in total terror. It sure seemed real, like it really took some place far, far away from here. I walked over to the table and picked up the folder that was there. Just like the professor had said. The first page was instructions on how to shut down the machine and destroy it if he didn't return in 30 minutes. I flipped that page over, and the next one had a photograph of one of the students. I read what it said. It was a consent form. I, Jackson Stewart, acknowledge the possibility of intermittent death if I participate in this experiment. I'm prepared to give my life to science. I flipped that page. There were 3 more just like it. Now, I'm no lawyer, but there was no way in hell that this experiment was legal, if it was even real. Even if those consent forms, so it probably wasn't real. And if it was, then the professor lied to me. He said the kids were fine, and the folder was telling me something else. 2 minutes to go. I took a deep breath and paced the room, watching each second tick by. My mind was telling me more that none of this was real, but my gut was screaming in horror. I just looked at my watch. It would be over soon enough, one way or the other. 30 seconds. I walked over to the machine and put my hand on the lever. God damn it, why is it cutting so close? I watched the seconds tick by. I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't know if I could risk trapping the professor wherever the hell he had gone off to. 5 seconds. My hand was shaking. 4 seconds. Sweat was pouring down my face, dripping into my eyes. 3 seconds. One of the students started to moan. The one that I saw named Jackson in the folder. 2 seconds. Oh God, oh God, oh God. 1 second. Jackson started to shake. 0 seconds. Shit. I tensed my muscles and pulled the lever. One look at Jackson, and I knew I had to pull it. He was violently jerking around now. Wait! I snapped my neck around to see the professor's head sticking out of the black hole. Wait, damn it! Then his shoulders were through. I turned back to Jackson. Blood was pouring out of his eyes. I'm almost through. Second kid started to shake. 1 more second. I looked to see if the professor was through. He was back in the room. Do it, he shouted. Two things happened after that. At the same exact time, I heard a wet popping sound and watched the wormhole disappear as though it was never there, but I had never pulled the lever. I slowly turned around to look at Jackson. His head was gone. Judging by the bits of brains and splatters of blood on the bowl thing at his neck, his head had just exploded. The whirring of the machines gradually died down. Then it was silent. The three kids who were still alive stopped shaking and closed their eyes. A tragedy, said the professor, pointing at Jackson with the exploded head. But not for nothing. I've been there. I've seen it, Chief. I've seen it. I hunched over and puked. It was weird, but my first thought was, what a mess I'll have to clean up later. I don't know. I guess my mind had sort of shut down and I was going on autopilot. I was the janitor. I cleaned up messes. That's all I knew. Then it hit me, the reality of what happened. You son of a bitch, I yelled. You told me those kids would be okay. The professor had this sickening smug on his face. He would have been, Chief, had you pulled the lever at the 30-minute mark as instructed. You told me to wait. Did I? Yes, you... I'm calling the police. I had a walkie clipped to my belt. It wouldn't get me the police, but it would get me campus security. I reached for it. Had it in my hand when I heard a groan behind me. I turned to see that it was one of the kids. They were waking up. I went over to unstrap them from their chairs. The first kid's eyes blinked open. Then she saw the professor and started screaming. It's okay, I said. Shh, it's okay, it's all over. She kept screaming. And the second kid woke up. He looked right at me with wide, terrified eyes. Get us out of here, he shouted. I'm working on it, kid, I said, fumbling at the straps. They were on tight. The third kid woke up. It's here, she said. It made it through. Everything's okay now, I said. Your friend didn't make it, I'm afraid, but it's over. I'll make sure the professor pays for what he did to you and your friends. The first kid was screaming at the top of her lungs. Get us out of here, shouted the second kid again. The third kid looked me dead in the eyes and totally calm voice said, That's not the professor. What? Of course it is, I said. What I saw then when I turned around to the professor will haunt me forever. The professor's mouth was twisting around at odd angles, like something was moving the lower half of his jaw randomly, or like he was trying to get a hair out of his mouth that kept jumping around. The veins on his neck bulged, then sunk back down, then bulged again, so that they were as thick as ropes. His wrists were rotating in a way that weren't supposed to rotate, as his arms flailed around wildly. It had the first kid, the screaming one, free. She jumped out of the chair and ran to the door, but her legs were wobbly, and she tripped over herself in the middle of the room. I went to work on the second kid, whipping my head around every second to look at the professor. It looked like there was something crawling around under his skin, something big. Get us out of here, the second kid shouted again. The first kid was still on the ground screaming. I worked away furiously at the straps. If you believe in God, said the third kid. Whoops. If you believe in God, said the third kid, with an eerie calm, then pray. I took a glance at the professor, and that's when the first bone burst out of his chest, through his suit. I call it a bone, but it was pure black and dripping with green slime. As for me, said the third kid, I don't believe that there is a God. Not after what I've seen. The second kid was free and made a run for it. I shot over to the third kid, but I watched the professor reach his arm out and grab the second kid by the top of his head. The professor gave one quick twist and let go. I heard a terrible snap and the kid slumped over on the ground, dead. 3 more black bones came out of the professor's chest, dripping. He laughed and bent down to the first kid, who was still screaming. His bones began to poke out of his back like an effing stegosaurus from hell. What is that thing?" I asked, as I fumbled the straps of the last kid. "It does not belong here. Belong here," the kid said. "No shit," I said, getting one strap free. "But what is it?" "It comes from a terrible place. A place where there is nothing save pain. Endless pain. Incomprehensible to our minds." "Great," I muttered, as I noticed with a sinking heart that the screams from the girl behind me had stopped. Then I heard a wet crunch, and I couldn't help it. I looked to see if the professor was tearing that poor girl's throat with long black fangs dripping into green slime. I turned back to the kid, almost done with the straps. "Just a few more seconds." "What's your name, anyway, kid?" "Claire." "Claire," I said, my mind trying to stay focused. "When I get you out of here, these straps, I want you to pick up this chair and throw it at that thing, okay? I'll do the same thing, okay? Then we'll make a run for it. Do you understand? Can you do that?" "I understand," said Claire. "I hope it works." I did hope it worked too. "We'll have to make it work, Claire," I said, yanking off the last strap. "Come on." We stood up together and reached over to pick up the chair. I hurled it at the professor with all my strength, and it shattered against the boned back. I heard a terrible shriek then, and watched as Claire's chair followed behind. I grabbed Claire's arm, and with one hand reached over with my pocket knife with the other. The only way out of that room meant passing by the professor. We started running as I pulled the knife out and flicked it open. The professor stood, still shrieking, as the green slime mixed with the red blood from the kid's throat dripped down his chin. I took a wild stab at the professor's neck and connected. I kept running with Claire, leaving the knife stuck in the professor's neck, and made it to the door. I had my hand around the knob, then I felt Claire pulling away from me. I looked back, helpless, as I saw the professor reach long black claws into her gut. I threw the door open and left her there. Good God, I left her there. I made it outside of the lab building somehow. I don't remember how. My mind just sort of shut off as I ran like hell, I guess. I did have the presence to go around and lock all the doors from the outside. Then I got to the radio, to campus security. "You guys need to get the police over here to Astrophysics Center effing ASAP. There's a effing massacre in there." The front door started to rattle, and then I heard the god-awful shriek again. "Repeat," said the voice over the walkie-talkie. "Look," I said, "call up Lawrence Summers right now." That was the president of Harvard at the time. I had seen his signature on the papers in the folder with all the consent forms. "Tell him that the wormhole experiment has gone way effing south." The rattling at the door stopped. I only prayed that the thing didn't figure it out soon, or didn't figure out it could break through the window and crawl out that way. "Is this the janitor, right?" said a different voice on the other side of the walkie. "Is this a joke? The wormhole experiment? Have you been drinking? Call Lawrence Summers. If you don't, I promise you that you'll never be able to live with yourself. Do it now." There was a horrible pause, and I heard the professor trying to slide the door, shrieking once again, 10-4. A fleet of black SUVs pulled up 2 minutes later. A team of heavily armed men jumped out and ran past me, breaking through the windows and jumping inside. I heard a stream of gunfire and screams. So many screams, and the professor's horrible shrieks. After a while, it was quiet, and a second team of men jumped through the broken windows. I didn't hear any more gunfire. I felt a hand on my shoulder and whipped around. There was a man standing there. I don't remember a single thing about what he looked like, but I remember our conversation. "Tell me what happened," he said. I told him the full story, the same as I've told you. "We're prepared to give you a lot of money to sign an NDA. NDA? Non-disclosure agreement. It means that you can never tell anybody about what happened here tonight. How much? $1 million. And a promotion? The man paused. You mean you still want to work? Work here? After tonight? Somebody's got to clean up this crap, I said. Fine, of course. And one more thing. And what's that? Asked the man. I want to know that this will never happen again. I want you to blow all that crap up and burn the notes, of course. And I want to watch, of course, said the man. And so, I thought it was over, but it's not. Last night I saw the professor again. He looked me right in the eyes, flashed that smug grin and said, "Hey there, Chief." That's when I ran the hell out of here. The police don't believe me. I've sent a couple dozen emails to Lawrence Summers' assistants. I've called every number that I've found listed for him. I haven't heard anything back. I don't know who else to turn to. I'm afraid the professor's going to open up the wormhole again, and I'm afraid this time that he might bring his friends back with him. That was by Nathaniel Lewis. I don't know, I felt like that guy had whatever accent I was giving him. He never said. He never said if it cleared. Smoky time. You like that? I don't know, I read it like crap. It's fine. I'll get better. How are you folks doing? I get a light going. Oh. That was spoopy. I don't care what the heck. That was awesome. Well, right on, man. You like those kind of stories? $22. Nope. I'm doing great. How's everyone else doing? Everybody's doing great. I'm glad. Hey, Hope. Yeah, it should be fine. How was work? It was alright. I just sat there the whole time. Did I see William Snakespeare? I did. On, That's good. On Discord? I did. It's a python, right? A ball python? If I'm not mistaken. Ooh, this one's called Express. It's 2 minutes long. My kind of story. And how am I doing tonight? Well, I'm a little ticked off. I sent my Amazon package to my old address where my cousin lives. He's a corn snake. Still just a baby. Hey, Holly. I had to order me more, and I don't get it till Monday. That'll teach me to order when I'm down to my last 2 bottles. Did not pay attention where it's shipping to. It does stink a little bit. It's alright. I'm tired enough I'll be able to go to bed in about 45 minutes with no sleep drink. Dang it. So here's Express. That last one was called the Harvard Wormhole Experiment, if anybody cares. So it's called Express. By the time Kevin made his way down to the subway station, there was no one else but a solitary old man sitting on a bench, using his cane to help him sit up straight. Kevin squinted at the schedule on the wall. From behind, he heard a grisly voice. "Whichever one you're waiting for, you're at the right station. They all stop here." Kevin turned to see the old man watching him. "Even A6?" he asked. "They all stop here," repeated the stranger, who appeared to be dressed far too warmly for the season. "I can't believe the A6 stops here this late on a Tuesday." "Young man, this station is a major transfer point, and I've been taking these trains for many years. Believe me when I tell you that all the trains stop here." As if in answer, the sound of an approaching train came up from deep within the tunnel. It sounded like it was coming too fast to stop. In fact, it sounded like it was running faster than the subways usually do. It was only a moment before it came rushing past. But that wasn't the shocking part. All the cars were jet black, but it didn't look like they were painted. Just made that way. Every car was covered in mostly indescribably horrific graffiti. Son of a bitch. Wild slashes of red paint decorated the windows. It was paint, wasn't it? The lighting inside was very dim. All the passengers were shadowy figures who stood unmoving. None of them were seated. Kevin couldn't make out any of their features, so why the hell did he feel like they were watching him? "What the hell was that?" Kevin demanded as a mysterious black train disappeared in the opposite tunnel. The old man hung his head, almost in shame. "I'm sorry, I wasn't completely honest with you. There's actually one train that doesn't stop here. Only one." "Where does it go?" "Pray you never find out." Kevin stood in stunned silence before the old man added, "By the way, if you're taking the A6, you need to be on platform 3. Kevin could barely grasp the word "thanks" before walking away quickly. As he was leaving, he heard the man call to him, "Also!" He turned around to see the man fixing with a steely gaze to let Kevin know the stranger was about to give him the most important warning that he will ever hear in his life. "The next time you see that train, it will stop. Don't get on." So don't get on that train. It's going to be Chappie's real voice in like 20 years. "What are you talking about? It's my real voice now, yeah, so..." Crust. Sorry. I'm here. Everyone is live streaming. Anyone want some cookies? I'd love some cookies right now. Gummy bear cookies? Yes, please. Just looking for... Oh, this one's 46 minutes. Yeah, no. This one's called He Comes Closer When I Blink by P.F. McGrail. Father O'Brien, you've asked me to keep a journal, and here it is. It seems that relocating to Maryland was a waste. Moving from one house to another doesn't seem to stop anything. The police are at a loss. If you're unable to help us, the easiest path forward is to just give us hope. Oh, it's just to give up hope. Hope hurts too much. If there is no faith to lift its wings. Day 1. Our first night on Hill Street did not offer any peace. The constant ticking on the clock was audible from every room in the house. We don't own a clock. Day 2. Georgia, 5 years old and our youngest, smiled and handed me a piece of paper. I drew a picture, Daddy. She offered it with an impish grin. I took it from her to inspect it. The page was blank. Georgia, my little sweet tea. The page is blank, I explained softly. Her face grew red. She stamped her feet. It's not blank, Daddy. It's the picture of our family. Put it on the fridge. Georgia almost never yells, so this concerned me greatly. But I paled in comparison to what I felt when I looked down and saw that she had no eyes. I should say, rather, that the whites of her eyes were in place, but nothing more. Her pupils and irises were gone. Only livid, veiny tendrils of red cross-stitched the alabaster surface. Georgia did not seem to notice they were gone. She grew louder and continued to yell. I slammed the paper onto the surface of the refrigerator and shakily affixed a magnet to it. When I looked back at my daughter, her eyes had returned. She was smiling. Thank you, Daddy, she chirped, before skipping down the hall. Day 3. I'd gotten out of bed in the middle of the night to get a glass of water. I can't explain it perfectly, but humans do have a certain amount of echolocation at their disposal. Something about the way our house sounded was off. I stepped on the darkened living room with the hopes of alleviating my fear, but the discomfort only grew. I fumbled for the light switch and flipped it on. The entire room was upside down. All the furniture was affixed to the ceiling, as if it was the most natural state in the world. Lights illuminated the scene before me by shining upward from the ground. After staring for a few seconds, I decided it was best approach was to turn the lights back off. This way, at least, I wouldn't have to see it. The rest of the house was, or at least felt, right side up. The living room appears normal in daylight. Day 4. The locusts are bad this year. Every garden on the block was wilted, except for ours. We planted tulips, but only snowdrops are growing. I have to mow the lawn twice a day to keep it from getting overrun. Day 5. A box arrived in the mail today. It had my name on it, written in a child's handwriting. There was no return address. Inside the box were 1,913 human teeth. Wait, I just want to know if he counted them. Day 6. The refrigerator is now completely covered with drawings that Georgia has given me. Every single one of them is blank. Day 7. I get up before the rest of the family every day to inspect the house. The interior is fine this morning, though I did avoid the living room light. I no longer look at that room before dawn. There were footprints outside the door. The footprints formed a long, muddy trail from the street. They appear to come from a man's shoe. At least the first ones did. As the prints get closer to the house, they come gradually elongated. First 12 inches, then 13, 14, a foot and a half, finally 2 feet long. The last two prints in front of my door were the width of my torso, and as long as I am tall. Day 7. I'm typing this from my laptop in bed. My wife has been calling me softly and patiently from the living room. Her voice is coming from the ceiling. I'm too afraid to go out there. Tell me, Father, what happens after the 7th day? You must ask permission before narrating this work. Screw you. I was just going to message him. I don't care. Whatever. What? My little hairs was knotted. That's weird. What up, Side Effect heads? Side Effect Gaming here, watching Chappie's live stream. Nope, they're all Hellraisers. They're not Side Effect heads. You're ridiculous, you little English hooligan. I don't know. Whatever. Don't judge me. I'm gonna go see a castle one day. Cool. I'm done with stories for now. What the heck's my hair doing? Well, now it wants to stay parted. Oh well, whatever. Merrimont Castle. Chappie, you should put that on merch. Hellraiser. I have Hellraiser merch. Oh wait, Teespring. Let me see. Oh yeah. I need to fix the rest of it, but that one's $18. The rest of the stuff's way too expensive because I didn't change the prices and now it's too late to. In fact, I probably need to order me one. What color would I like it in? Yeah, I'm gonna order this one. what's my address? It's gonna cost me $21.99 to buy one of my own shirts. It is. PayPal. Looks like I don't get it until April 30th. That's alright. You can rush delivery. Super rush delivery. We'll print your order immediately. Ship it out faster. Oh, on the 18th. Oh, that's a lot faster. For $8. Nah, I'll just do that one. No, I can wear whatever shirt I want to underneath, but I have to wear this on the outside. And I bought let's see. I bought my shirt. Thanks for your purchase. I'll get delivery from April 26th to April 30th. That's alright. Cool. So I got a Chappie shirt. Did you? I don't know. Just give me a little while. If I get a weekend off, I'll take all the other merchandise off and remake it. Anyways, Jason's getting more injections in his back. It looked like his eyebrows grew back. Is that true? Kind of awesome. Burpee. Wow. I miss his stream. You don't miss his stream. You love mine. Play a little bit of BioShock or something. No, you know what? Yeah, let's play some BioShock. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Or what's that new game that's installing? I think I've played that game before. It's so loud in here, I only whisper now. Hey, Tom. Hey, Tom, what's going on? Hopefully everything's going good for you, bud. Let me turn up BioShock. Music. Oops. Looks like we're going to the amusement park. Ryan Amusements. Press in to check the help menu. A variety of gameplay tips in a world of information. It's way harder to whisper for an hour. At least I'm screaming inside. Oh, I heard something break.
Clown! You think you're so funny? Get prettier now!
Oh, shoot. Going back to get my stuff. Oh, I need to use the fire. I'm stupid. This really has like a Duke Nukem feel to it. Anybody else getting that? Be right back. Need food.
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe. Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Eleanor, the sky's the limit.
Oh, I want that. There's some stuff in here. Nope. I don't know how to get that stuff out yet. Oh. Cool. It's not a clip, it's a magazine. Over here? No. I'm one of those people that searches everything. I'm trying not to do that so much.
I was hired to engineer a park the likes of which no man has seen. Now all I do is watch over it like a grizzled sheepdog. My first line of mechanical puppets made the children here cool with wonder. But Ryan thought my vision was immature, antiquated.
Looks like you're out of hack darts. I'll send you some more by Pneumo.
awesome.
Can I come up to play again, Mr. B?
Jam dandy. That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The Little Sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
Where are you?
Freaking sweet. Got a chain gun. Should have waited on that upgrade. I'm just gonna stick to this for a little while.
Listen up. Coppers, get yourself hid. No fuck-ups this time. Daddy's home. Engage. Fire.
Guess they're gonna want me to use this.
Now, half rice for children under 3.
Control, control, control. Starting to feel woozy. Gonna lay it down. Have a great night, everyone. Aw. Have a good night, Spacious. Sorry. Yeah, open the door. Open the doors. Oh.
Hold on. Oh, the voice of Grateful. Leave me alone, you fuckers. I know.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
Oh, that didn't kill you right away, huh? That's alright. Watch, I'm gonna have to kill a daddy. Ooh, Merlot. Merlot, good old Merlot. I think there was a guy up here I killed. At least a shot at him. There's one of them. Got $5. Journey to the surface. I want to ride that.
I am Andrew Ryan. Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Please.
You've picked up your first genetic tonic. Tonics are passive abilities. You have a variety of health effects like plasmids. Tonics take effect as soon as you equip them. Sports boost. In today's dangerous times, it never hurts to be a little faster. Remember, you only have to outrun the crazy splicer. It's just your neighbor.
Enjoy the park.
Refitted for heavy construction, the Olympian returns with a new cargo, a state-of-the-art submersible platform. Andrew Ryan wakes one night while cruising the Atlantic in his like 4 fathoms below.
Oh. Nothing. Ooh, money.
Your kind ain't welcome here. Help!
I didn't see
Stop shooting that special ammo. I only have one left. Dang it. Don't have enough money for trap rivets. It's fine. Anyways. Ooh, more ammo. Ammo. Ooh.
Used to be, there was no margin in running the gift shop. I couldn't hardly sell off this tourist crap for a penny more than the cost of manufacture. Then I met a straight shooter named Sinclair, and he laid a sweet deal on me. Says he's got some hard luck folks down at Popper's Drop can whip up this junk at half the cost I used to pay. Yeah, I had to pick a needle or two out of the shipments, but all in all, nobody's the wiser, and I'm all the richer.
I don't have those arms in the war. You wear the blood from
Hope y'all like that. Making me waste my ammo on y'all. Oh, I guess I'm good on rivets. Ooh, I already have $100.
Perhaps in a past life you did something terrible to somebody.
That's kind of funny. Let me see here. Hey, that looks like the guy from Fallout. Stupid, trying to scare me and stuff. I knocked your shoe off, stupid. Make me jump. I make you dead. She's so stupid. Come with me in here, I dare you. Wait. Oh. There we go. That's how you take care of that.
I know the surface, Eleanor. I spent half a lifetime there in service of the common good. But then I heard my own words twisted by fat old men squatting over the embers of Hiroshima. Were the modern world a patient in my care, I would diagnose it suicidal. On perhaps that point alone, Andrew Ryan is correct. Rapture is deliverance.
She's crazy.
I'm surrounded.
How you gonna run away? Stupid. I got the jump on her. No money, more problems.
Each of us to increase the common joy and ease the common pain. We are nothing. Mere engines.
That's right. Oh, I'm drunk. Who's next? Are you? Oh. We'll go that. Oh.
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help. In ethical psychiatry, we must account for...
Eleanor Lamb speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog eat dog. I wanted to see these dog eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
That's not creepy. Trash can, trash can, trash can. Hey, why is nobody talking? Are they all watching the game? Is it because I'm not talking?
Now that Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders and she'll trust you like her own daddy.
Daddy, you are...
Aww.
We're in business. Now, there are corpses all over Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
Come on, Daddy. It's close.
What do you want with...
She's got a juicy one, but when she starts draining out the atom, the splicers will come running. Be ready before you set her down on that body.
I know what to do.
That is a child of the family, not a toy for you to exploit and discard. It is fitting that you expire here. One more forgotten curio in Ryan's shrine to the self.
Here they come. Keep the splicers off her now till she's finished, or they'll never give up the hunt. Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit more atom yet. Keep it up.
I got some loose to pick up. Got you. You're a leatherhead. Thought I killed some over here. I don't know where all the bodies went.
It's this way.
Heck yeah. This creepy little girl's gonna get me killed.
I told you. Make him listen.
Y'all coming? I want to get on the ride.
Hand me that child. No.
Hey, come back!
Ridiculous.
Okay,
Run.
don't go!
At least read our past.
Just let me! I need your side of sword! Go on!
I have lots of money now.
Why, this isn't so bad at all. No, I can't. This lifestyle. The times may be unkind.
I think all of the children have finally fallen asleep. And now that the park is all quiet, I can't sleep myself. I guess it's just you and me, Mr. Voice Recorder. You, me, in 1959. I wonder what the new year will... What was that? Something's happened. The lights are going out. Kids, stay in your sleeping bags. It's gonna be fine.
Oh. That popped her head off. Nope. I don't know what that was that popped off.
Come on, exert. Oh, yes. Run, you coward.
Yeah, you like that?
This might work. Hand me
She was ugly. She didn't even have pretty insides.
Still the Adam, Daddy? Over there.
On the surface, the farmer tills the soil, feeding the strength of the lands of its own. What was yours is ours. We are a state.
What the crap? Oh, that's weird.
Oh, be sacrificed for all of us.
It's dancing, Daddy, dancing! Adam, Daddy, over there.
Oh, of course it is, sweetheart. Cool.
We found it!
I've been rationing my supplies ever since the park got cut off from the rest of Rapture. Gotta stay strong. I'm holed up in this workshop, surrounded by those wailing brats, trying to beat their way in. They want my food, my guns. They want it all. But I got a plan. Gotta fix up the transport sub that's been rusted in the maintenance bay. Then I'm gonna get the hell out of this hole. These animals want Rapture? They can have it.
Oh, bottom out. Guess that'll do me. What do I hear? Guess I gotta check the area out. There's a first aid. There's a bot shutdown. And what we'll do here is put some traps. That should work for now. Woof, woof. Oh, look at him. He looks like Sloth from the Goonies. Alright.
Adam, Daddy, here.
I do not hate you, Delta. Indeed. I care for you in equal measure to any other sentient creature. But I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children for one rebellious son.
Oh, fire. Sorry about that, sis.
I'm always safe with Dad.
All right, Chief, we've almost got enough Adam now. To get the rest, you'll have to take care of that little sister. There should be one of the air vents they favor in the workshop. Bring her down there.
Sounds a lot like a crappy quest. Ooh. Use those now. Any darts that didn't explode? No, they got them all. Oh, nope. Yeah. We're gonna hack you. And we're gonna heal. Make sure I got you all. Okay. Ooh, there's shinies over there. You talking like that? It's a child, you weirdo.
There will be time to pick Sophia's brain a bit.
Who's saying that? Shocking. Ooh, more goodies. I feel like there's stuff this way. Oh yeah. I already have enough trap rivets. Great. Or heavy duty rivets. We're gonna switch to this guy for a minute. Keep summoning someone, I believe you. Hey, Michael and Bardo, what's going on, Bubba? We're playing Bioshock 2. I'm a big daddy. Just make it. Chappy is gonna go poop in my what? No.
An artist strives to frame his ideals in an image, challenge his audience and make his vision immortal. But the parasites say, your art must serve the cause, your ideals.
Oh, poor guy. Let's give him a hug. I see a shiny on his desk. Coffee! Coffee, 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 coffee. Whoops.
How could you? The shadows won't hide you. I'm not speaking to you.
Oh, you were ugly. Awesome sauce.
Lacking its own ingenuity, the parasite fears the visionary. But it cannot plagiarize, it seeks to censor. But it cannot regulate, it seeks to ban. Rapture was founded on an idea, and here they are held inviolate.
Awesome sauce.
Now, Tannenbaum would have you turn that sister human again. You'll get just enough Adam for our purposes, and the girls are likely to try to repay you somehow. But Rapture's a high-stakes town, son, and she is a jackpot. You just have to be willing to take it all. You'll harvest more Adam than the price of one plasmid, so the rest is gravy. Think about it. Down here, it's your survival or hers.
Well, I mean, she's not going to turn into a little girl, unfortunately. Maybe the next one. Hey, come back. Dang it. Oh, wait. Come here. Gotcha. Oh, crap. Follow me, little guy. You're my friend. Are you saving little sister? Nope, I'm gonna turn her in for stuff. Clothes I need her. No sister event. Choose whether or not to rescue her. If you harvest her, you get maximum Adam to spend on your plasma, but she does not survive the process. You rescue her, you get less Adam, but the girl will be cured. Oh.
Euthanasia, son. That's all it was. You have more than enough Adam now. Head to the Hall of the Future and splice up with Incinerate.
I feel bad now. But not really. Oh, beer. I saved her soul, is what I did. You doing good? It was cool for almost drowning a chicken, but you killed a little girl. Hey, I saved her soul. Come on. It's just a video, Gabe. Poor little girl. I'll probably save the next one. I will save the next one, okay? How's that? Oh, that's a hand. Oh. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh well. It's basically what I did for the little girl. She died for the nation. You're gonna upgrade chickens? What are you talking about? Oh, man. I killed my... Right? Man, nothing loves me. Nothing loves me. Take it. A bad person. I know this.
I met with Sinclair today of Sinclair Solutions. It's this pseudo-legal firm he set up to take problems Ryan doesn't want to admit he has and make them go away. I could fill 40 front pages of the Tribune with stories about this fella if he wasn't paying me not to. And he's got work for me, right? I ask what? And he flashes me these $1,000 stipend teeth saying this job will, quote, change history.
First aid kits. I go through those a lot. No more cigarettes for the night. I have a feeling that it's already past my bedtime. Yeah, just about.
Thou art slain.
Ooh, I can instantly hack machines now. Ooh.
What's on my side?
Come over, I dare ya. Oh, I'm all out now.
Third session today with this amazing limey shrink, Dr. Sophia Lamb. She said that all Ryan's horse shit about always looking out for number one is turning us little guys against each other. And what we need is unity, solidarity. Then, she held up a mirror. Turns out, I wear my hair and mustache just like Ryan. So today, I'm spreading the word about Lamb. And tonight, I'm shaving my whole stupid head.
This one looks pretty cool. I want to push the button.
facility is vital for the preservation of secrecy and rapture. But seeing myself transformed into that lurching, waxen nightmare, do children truly respond to this? Still, I spoke to a young man exiting the park after the grand opening, asking him what, if anything, he had learned here. He said his chores didn't seem so bad anymore, as long as Mother wouldn't send him to the surface.
Zap you, come around that corner. Oh crap.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Oh well. Okay. We're just gonna save here. Yeah. It's about my bedtime anyways, guys. I gotta get off here. We've been going for about 2 hours. So, anyways. Guys. Little burpy burp. Hey, Kevin, I didn't know you were in here. What's going on, bub? I saw your tip the other night. Thank you very much for the money. Anyways, guys, you know you can pick up my gear at Teespring. You just gotta look up Chappie's Hellraisers. I think I'll put the link in the thing. I can probably give it again. Oh, jeez, come on. Where's it at? It's not that one, it's this one. It's this one. Yeah, this is the cheap one. So, guys, you can get this shirt at Teespring for 18 bucks plus like $4 shipping or something. And if y'all want to get a Chappie shirt, which would be awesome, it helps me out a little bit. And you can creep people out with the new logo that I spent way too much money on. But anyways, when I get some time off, I will be making more merchandise that at a better price, because I don't know, I messed up on the pricing. But yeah, so I ordered one, and we'll see. I'll wear it when I get it. Guys, you are awesome people. I do love that y'all come by every night. I will get me some sleep because I got to be up in the morning, maybe a little bit earlier, because I can clock in at 3. But I didn't clock in at 3. I only had like a 13-something hour day. I didn't take the full 16 like the other guys do. Scientist job. Who's got a scientist job? Not me. I got an electronics job. I'm going to smoke one more, I think. Chat with y'all for a little bit, because I'm a little... I'm still a little bit early. But, this pack has lasted me all day, by the way. I only smoked like 3 or 4 times today at work. You the smart one. Well, I appreciate that. I try. Went in the military to learn electronics, fixed airplanes. Any monkey can do it. I did. No, I mean, I saw guys in the Air Force that had, like, one guy had his brow down to here. Like, all of his hair was, like, right here. Like, he looked like he just, unga bunga me smash. Just me and you here now. Well, I mean, there's 8 people here. I mean, whatever. Oh, crossing my legs. But, yeah. Guys, if you don't know who CC Games is, that's Kevin. He operates he owns 2 stores, 2 video game stores in Ohio. So if you're near Ohio and you want to get a great deal on games, just tell him Chappie sent you. He'll give you like a couple % off on used games, which is, I mean, hey, it'll at least knock off taxes, right? And it helps small businesses out. Haven't been around, not doing very good lately. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, y'all should go check out Kevin's store. He's an awesome guy. He helped me start streaming, and he's just a real personable guy. He does a stream if you like video games. Not like I play video games, but he plays all sorts of games. It's his life. Something's touching my hair. Y'all should check it out. Cougar, good night. Luis, thanks for stopping by. I hope a doll doesn't come and touch your foot when you're sleeping. That'd be super creepy. With all, what, 450 of them or 650? Some large number in 50? It's way too many. I gotta see if I could get a Prevolution, if he could send me some, I need him to send me some truffles. The magic truffles. I wonder if they catch that in the mail. I guess everyone wants to sleep early. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, because... Oh, I gotta cut that nail. Because companies keep starting earlier and earlier to try to get more production out of people. And, I mean, really, man, I just got here. 750, that's it. Cougar is in England. Side Effect is in England. Kevin's in Ohio. Yandir, you're in Dallas. Ernie's in California. Pip is in Michigan or Wisconsin or one of those. Bruh, what are you broing me for? 750? Oh, Cougar, $750. I try to learn a little bit about everybody. Apparently, I forgot where Pip lives. I think it's Michigan. Shoot, I don't know. Discord. I'll tell you. Oh. Pip lives in... Don't tell me if you're still here, Pip. Well, I'll keep it secret for now. I won't tell everybody. Gave them away to the dustbin. Were those the creepy ones that were killing people? These raptor nails, I'm telling you, I can almost click the floor. Not anymore. No more floor clicking for me. I'm just kidding. I'm usually really good about trimming my nails. Oh, that one just shot off into nowhere. I'm going to step on that later. That sucks. Breathing. Why are you breathing? I don't get it. Well, everybody breathes. Oh, yeah, guys. I think I might call it quits. The Psycho Ward Blazer, the king of the creepers. It's Chappie, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube's Grim Reaper. Oh, thanks, Horn Dog. I love you too, buddy. But yeah. What do you? And I think Mike Lombardo left. Mike's from Jersey, I think. It's late for him. It's like 9:30, and he gets up really early. Me rest, I will. I have a few gothic dolls and nun dolls. You should find one you don't like and then do it like wide eyes and then like makeup and oh man, that'd be super creepy. You can sell them online. Get with Side Effect Gaming, see if he can make one creepy for you, because he does paint and stuff on action figures or little memorabilia things. Chappie, do you think Nathan's actually haunted, or is the leg thing a fake? What do you mean the leg thing? His fake leg for Ray Emsley? I mean, he did a video on it. I don't know what you're talking about. I try to watch his videos, but I haven't really had a chance here lately. I'll try to catch some tomorrow. I don't know if Nathan's haunted. He's just owning it. Hey, Ernie. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I will say this. I will say the human mind is a powerful tool. If you think something's real, there's a good chance it is, or your mind will make it up. His live stream on the Queen Mary ghost ship, his leg up supposedly at night while they filmed. Take off my headphones. Why, am I talking too loud? Stupid good smelling hair. Yeah. Now I took off the headphones, I want to go to sleep. Anyways, guys, join the Discord, get in the Discord, talk on the Discord. I know a bunch of you do already, but please continue to do so. You'll never know when I'm in there to post a boob picture or sleep, pretty boy. Oh, me. This I'm pretty. Well, thank you. Can't do it. Yeah, so I will go to sleep, guys. You know I love you all. I will stream again tomorrow. And until then, be creepy. Stay awesome. And be the best Hellraisers you can be. Oh, you know what? I think pretty soon we'll be giving away the streaming stuff. I just gotta get rid of it. I don't think I'm ever gonna hit 1,000 subscribers. But if y'all want to help me out, y'all can totally post me on your social medias and be like, subscribe to this guy, get him to 1,000, tweet about me. I don't know, whatever. That would be cool. Because last thing, let's see. We're gonna see how much watch time I'm at. Because everybody keeps popping in. They're like, oh, ha, Chappie, I got 400. I'm like, that's cool, man. I guarantee that I have way more watch time than you. 66313. So we are at hours watched 2,771. So I am over halfway there. I'm over halfway to the watched because of you guys, and I thank you very much. So for that, I will be giving away the headphones, or the camera like I use, and the microphone like I use. I'll have to figure out a way to do that. And then maybe I'll have to do some more giveaways. But, yeah, guys. I love you all. Stay awesome. And until next time, peace.